Good evening. We've got another game coming to you live tonight. Tonight we have a round of the Ontario Online Open. So this one is done in a pod format. We're going to be trying to stream as many of these games as we can over the next few weeks. So tonight we have John Wayne versus Rob Pettit. They both happen to be Idea Squad members. They got paired up in the same pods together. Looks like we have a couple overlap games, myself as well. But we're going to get you started on some of this action here. So, to talk a little bit about the overall Ontario Online Open, it was a $10 online tournament, $10 Canadian online tournament. So, for those of you here in the US, it only ran you about $7. And they have, it looks like 88 people have signed up. And what they did is they split everyone into 11 pods. And so you have 3 weeks, I think, to play everyone in your pod. And then they'll base it by whoever wins the pod gets prizes. And then they'll have like a playoff, I think, for all the people who won all their pods. So it's an interesting format. It's kind of an at your own pace. You can play all of them as quick as you want, or you can spread them out. Excuse me. So another interesting thing, it's a reverse hanger bay. So you are going to bring 2 lists and your opponent's going to bring 2 lists. But instead of picking your own and which one you want to fly, you're going to pick your opponent's list at the same time that they pick your list. So it adds an interesting twist on that whole hanger bay type process. So in this instance, I think John had a Rebel list and the list he's playing now, and Rob picked his FO list, and Rob brought kind of a sick swarm, some M3As and some fangs, more of a scum salad, if you will, and John decided to go for this list. So both interesting calls, but there's a lot of thought you have to put into it of, if I pick this list and he picks my other list, well, what's going to happen, or vice versa. So I love the creativity of something that was just such a simple change that could make a ton of difference. So let's talk about this. Excuse me again. Let's talk about this matchup here. So on the left we have Rob, and he's flying 4 CLT Jedi, and it looks like broadside over there. And then John is flying a Quick Draw Kylo Tavson. Nothing real fancy there. He's got Biohex on Tavson. Looks like he has his lock over on Quick Draw, trying to get that double modded shot. Quick Draw with Fanatical, Gunner, and looks like FCS. So, it's interesting that it played out like this, because John picked the best list for his other list to go up against, but ended up getting faced up to what I would call probably a match that's going to be in Rob's favor here. But Rob also kind of did the same thing. Either one were kind of swarmy lists. This one really can benefit at that large base ship with their bullseye. Going to help push through all those hits. We'll kind of see how this one goes as it unfolds. All right, so here we see Rob kind of dancing through these rocks over here. I'm going to play real cagey, trying to, maintain some distance, keep some stuff in the way so that Tavson's 4-dice gun doesn't just get up there and really mess his day up. All right, we got some TTS issues, moving of shields and things. Not too crazy. I would really expect to see John just shooting Kylo up into there with something like at least a 3 or 4 straight, maybe even a 5. I'm going to get that nice juicy shot at trying to get one of these Jedi before it really gets a chance to bring all of his buddies into firing position, and probably doing the same thing with Quick Draw. Quick Draw would love to catch one of these guys, off by itself and get that return shot. Ooh, Tavson coming up into the action. That's going to be Tavson in range here for sure. All right. right. Thank you guys for all you out there watching us live. Feel free, pop a message in chat. Let me know you're out there. So, for those of you unfamiliar and maybe watching our stream live for the first time or watching it on YouTube later, we're here from Texas. We are Idea Squad. We're a collection of X-Wing gamers down here. We formed a little group. We focus on really theory crafting with each other, helping each other kind of find better lists and hone our skills as X-Wing players. We go to a fair amount of tournaments. We've done pretty well. We started this stream a couple years ago, and we've just been slowly kind of increasing our followership and our viewer count and really just looking to make it work. All right, so we're definitely going to see shots here. That was the 5 forward from Kylo. I think you, okay. I'm a little worried here because John, I don't think he realized the action order that he needed to go in with Kylo. Because if you're going to try and get 2 actions with Kylo, you've got to do your regular action first, then you can booster barrel roll. All right, he's just going to boost in. I think that was a complete waste of the barrel roll there, because I think he ended up right back in Bullseye Arc. Quick draw. 1 bank here. Okay, so he really shot Kylo up there and kept quick draw in the back. I don't necessarily like that as much, but we'll see where we come out here. Quick draw, no shot. And I think that's even a bump underneath that wing right there. All right, so we got a range 1 shot from Kylo. All right, he's going to be shooting into... Oh, what color is that? Maybe brown? Yeah, I think that is brown. Should probably color code these guys. All right, there we go. He's moving the dice onto the right table here. All right, looks like it's going to be 1 hit from John there. Rob dodging it really easily. And that's where that play mistake comes in. Early on, you know, it's a new list. He hasn't played it. But he really missed out on the shot to target lock right there. And then boosting into range 1, dodging the other ship's arc. But, you know, overall, we'll see if it actually hurts him. All right, we've got a red Jedi, a yellow Jedi. We've got a green Jedi. And a brown Jedi. Brown. Close enough there. All right, so he's going to be shooting range 1 on Kylo. So he's going to roll 3 dice. He's going to add a focus to it. So, and then he's going to spend that to focus right there. That's going to be 3 hits. Oh, wow. Whew. That is not good. That is... Granny's Big Fudge Nuggets is right. That is half points on Kylo in 1 shot. He's going to go ahead and show the dark side, because at this point, why not? I imagine we see something like a panicked pilot coming out of here, but whoa, that is not something you normally see. Kylo taking 3 damage right off the bat. All right, so they are looking for... They're looking for what crit here. Oh, no, our timer's not running here. Let me hop over and ask him. Hey, guys, how much time is left on your timer? All right, 1 hour and 4. All right. We actually have this set for 60 minutes because in the other events that we were streaming, the Corona Cup, they had a 60-minute timer plus 2 rounds. And that was how they determined the length was. All right. We got Tavson's shot coming in here. Ooh. I think that's a reinforced token under Tavson's wing there. Otherwise, he would have spent that focus, I imagine. All right, and we're back to dials. So I really like Rob's positioning here. I also kind of really like John's position. The downside with Rob's list is going to be that Broadside is just going to be too far out of this fight for a little while. But we're going to see Broadside going forward, coming through that gap up by... Oh, I can actually use my... Going to be coming up through here. Probably down through this gap, using that side arc. Kylo stressed himself, so we're not going to see a sloop or K or anything. Or Talon Roll is what Kylo has, I think. Let's look. Yep, so we're not going to see a Talon Roll or a K from Kylo because of the stress. Quick Draw's in a good spot. You're going to want to be careful on how fast you go. I would probably take Tavson up there as a blocker with something like a 3 bank. And then just do a 2 forward with Quick Draw, trying to get that easy shot there. We will see if that's what they go with. It would be nice to have a little filler music, I think. Yeah, poor Kylo is right there from the chat. You know, but you really can't blame anything except for the play mistake on John's part. He could have killed that Jedi before it even had a chance to shoot at him at all. But, you know, then again, dice will be dice. Kylo also could have broken off the other direction and taken a shot at red and not gotten shot at all. All right. Oh, so it looks like Rob actually has the initiative in this one. All right. Ooh, that's going to be pretty big. Yeah, I think John really wanted the initiative in this one because of that overlap with the 3s there. He's going to have a hard time getting a lot of actions with Tavson here. We'll see how fast green went, though, and see if John kind of predicted something like that. But, ooh, making that kill box. Alright, just going to kind of take it easy over there with Broadside. Broadside is his most expensive piece at 44 points. Also his easiest to kill. Uh-oh. Oh, well that's not going to end well for that little Jedi. Because Tavson's probably going to have a juicy shot on here. We'll see if Tavson stopped or went ahead and did an action here. That's going to be a too hard. Oh, so he's not going to be looking at that Jedi. Interesting maneuver choice by Tavson here, aiming right there at those gas clouds. Maybe he thought he would be blocked if he went straight, but You know, that's going to be one hell of a shot at yellow there for sure. Odd choice to do that coordinate, but I guess you're thinking if you get shot at, you'll have a couple actions you can spend. Alright, Kylo too hard here, gonna clear the stress. At this point, I think you just pick up a target lock and you get ready to do a one hard next turn. So it's always something to remember about in those turns where you know you don't have a shot. You know, you can either do a reposition to try and set yourself up for later, or you can go ahead and take a target lock for later. The target lock's a bit more of a gamble, at least compared to a reposition, but you never know. I like to pick up the extra offensive power, get those nice double modded shots for later. Quick Draw is going to pick up a lock right here. Either way, it's going to be range 3. Can't really tell with that wing there if it's going to be obstructed or not, if he's shooting onto yellow. So it looks like he's going to... Oh, it looks like he didn't drop it on his own ship first. There you go. So odd call here, he's going to end up splitting fire. Yellow's going to get a shot from Tavson here. I would have shot at yellow with quick draw as well. But, you know, different strokes, different folks. Alright, let's see what quick draw can do here. Well, we got... Alright, he's going to use FCS there, go the extra greedy route, save that focus for defense, and it pays off. Okay. We'll see with 4 green dice. Oh, he's going to spend a force on one of them, I would imagine, to not take that crit. Yep, sure enough. So he's just going to take a shield off of... That one is green. Oh, and that... He was already shown the dark side. Oh, yeah, that's going to be under the shield. And that looks like... Let me see here. I can figure this out. That is damage sensor array. Okay. That is not a good crit for a Jedi to have. So showing the dark side last time actually really came into fruition there. Really helped. All right, broadside, no shot. On to the rest of his threes. Looks like it's going to be a range 2 on a quick draw. Yep, that's going to be a range 2 shot. Alrighty, so nothing there. All right, we're moving on. I think Rob has some action going on in the background from his family, trying to get his attention here. One of the slight hazards of a TTS tournament. So it looks like he's got range 3 on the quick draw there. I mean, I think that's really the shot you take. You do not want to be shooting into Tavson, giving him more actions. Then again, you don't necessarily want to shoot a quick draw when he's going to have a fully loaded shot, although it be range 3 back at that completely unmodified Jedi. So it's an interesting conundrum here. All right, he's going to go for quick draw. Range 3, not obstructed. He does have it in bullseye. Ooh, lordy, lordy. I think they might have forgotten that that was in bullseye. Let me see if it's a may or a must. Nope, it is a must. So let me go tell them about that. Hey guys, on that last shot, was quick draw not in bullseye? It's not a choice. You must add. Well, you must add it. You don't have to spend it though. Okay, gotcha. Just wanted to make sure it wasn't a miss trigger. All right. Yep. So it looks like he opted not to do it. I guess if it was just going to be one shield, why bother? All right, looks like Quick Draw took one shield from that next attack there, triggering that attack of opportunity. He's going to spend the lock. Oof, that is not what you want to see when you spend a lock. Going to go ahead and spend it for one. Oh my gosh, and he took one. That is ridiculous there. Wow. Green dice this game are not being happy. I think you clicked on the wrong ship there. Yep, there we go. It's better to shoot at the ship you actually have arc of. That's a whole lot of nothing because he decided to pass along a focus token to another ship rather than... It looks like he was one die short, so it's going to be one hit. His dice are a little spread out there, but... Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh. Look at... So many green dice. So little care. Alright, so here on this next turn, I imagine we're going to see Kylo do a 1 hard. Oh man. Tavson turned so heavy in, I just don't know what he necessarily does next. He can try and maybe jump over and go for broadside. But either way, he's going to be probably out of the fight here for a little while. Quick Draw is going to be looking down. Ooh, looks like four CLT Jedi here. If they can outmaneuver him and position in a way that he won't get a revenge shot, we could see Quick Draw die here real quick. Let me look up broadside's ability here. Oh, and I guess those cards have probably been on the screen this whole time. Broadside. While you perform a turret attack, if your indicator is in your side arc, you may change one blank result to an eyeball. Alright, well, that's pretty good. Got that ion cannon turret there, too. Alright. The Jedi have a lot of room to maneuver and move around. Green there has really got to be careful not to get bumped again. But we got brown and red and yellow all sitting real pretty. Yellow can go in there for a bump on Tavson. Still end up with a good arc positioning to try and catch Quick Draw. Red can come around and they can start unloading into Tavson or just try and get Quick Draw off the board. Man, just taking that early half points on Kylo there, grabbing that 38 points right out of the gate was just huge. Because that sets John Wayne's win condition back so far now to where he's got to take out a complete Jedi just to make up for that half points. And Tavson is that ship that, you know, once things get behind it, he's going to get halved if not dead real quick. and that's going to be another 33 to 65 points. So we'll see kind of how this unfolds in the next few turns here. All right, I'm going to take this time and just do a big shout out here to PTL and the Push the Limit podcast for putting this event on here and inviting us all to play. They came up with a great John getting a little antsy here. Came up with a great format, some interesting changes to its traditional format, and gave us all something really exciting to look forward to. As some of the nation starts to open up, a lot of us, though, still have quarantines in effect, and some are even extending longer than any others. But things are starting to open up, but most people here in Texas are still staying at home, still staying indoors, and just keeping to themselves here. So it's a lot of fun to be able to stay at home and play X-Wing. All right, I love Brown's positioning right there, lining up that bullseye on Tavson, getting that focus and right behind. Going to capitalize on that. Red here, I'm not as sure about. I think you do try and boost. I don't know why you don't. But grabbing that focus for sure. All right, there's going to be a bump from yellow, blocking the one forward from Tavson. Also, if he decides to do a stop, you are going to be touching and not getting shot at. So that is extremely helpful. All right. Now we're looking at green here, going, what do you do? You'll probably catch quick draw here with, it looks like, all four of those shots. You just grab a focus, I think. You don't worry about the reposition. You just grab that focus and, pray to God. Ooh, except that is the hurt one. I don't know. Maybe you do boost forward, trying to maybe pick up that block. Wrong dial there. Wrong dial. Yep, there you go. Yeah, okay. So now he's hoping to draw that bump from quick draw. Otherwise, he's going to be a goner. All right, we got Tavson here. What are you going to do? Oh, just going to be a bank. Getting out of there. Saying, you know what, guys? I'd rather go play over here with broadside. I do really like that move. That allows him to... All right, looks like he's going to coordinate quick draw here. Going to check what he did there. I didn't quite see it, but we'll find out here in a minute. I'm assuming he's debating coordinating the barrel roll. All right, he's going to do a focus and arc rotate. I guess that would be symboling that he probably went fast. Or he's trying to get a dream shot here out the front and the back. All right, so there's the one hard from Kylo. If he remembers the order this time, I would love to see him target lock green and then boost. All right, he is. He's going to check for the target lock. He said, trick me once, shame on you. Trick me twice, shame on me. Let's see if he remembers that green is the hurt one. He's thinking about it. All right, he's looking. There you go. So I know there's the draw of yellow. It doesn't have a focus token, but Mm. Hopefully his maneuver with quick draw puts him lined up for 2 shots. We'll see what his next move is. Is he gonna boost in? I don't see why you don't here. Definitely rather have a range 2 than a range 3 shot. Okay, instead he decided to barrel roll. Doesn't really gain any distance there. Still maybe a range 2 shot. Ooh, quick draw bump. Ooh, well, he did rotate, so there's that. All right, so we're starting engagement. Looks like he's got a range 2 shot at red there. All right, let's see what these dice are showing for him. All right, it's going to be 2 hits. That's not terrible. It's going to be 1. We'll probably see him spend the force here. So no damage onto red. All right, Kylo. Oh, man. That looks like that's going to be range 3. He also has range 2 onto green there. Man, I wish you would have... Oh, I just wish that target lock would be over there on green. All right, here we go. Split and fire. However, if he does get 1 damage through, he will regain the lead. All right, wrong button there. There you go. This is that question. Do you spend your target lock? He's going to spend the target lock on all 3. Oh, okay. Well, that one worked. Dice roller coming up with squiggles when he needs it. That's going to be a range 1 shot onto quick draw there. No bullseye, though. So just 3 dice. Oh, he's going to spend that force token. All right, quick draw. What are you going to roll here? That's 1. That's going to be 2 shields. Quick draw is going to flip that charge and probably shoot again at red. All right. We'll see if he can do any damage with this shot. All right, and Fanatical is going to activate that and make that hit crit. So since he just lost all of his shields, oh, and red's just going to dodge it. All right, we're going to see red shot into quick draw right here. All right, Natty's popping up. All right, that looks like range 1 in bullseye. You have the focus. Ooh, this could be a dead quick draw right here. Add that focus. Oh, man. Spend it. That's 3 hits and a crit. Natty's will let you live. All right. Taking hit crit still could die. Let's see what that crit is. Fuel leak. Okay, so it's not really going to come into effect right now. Ooh, but still, though, having a 1 health quick draw. All right, we could see. Well, let's see. So he doesn't have enough dice to get. Oh, he does have enough to get ionized here. Alrighty here. So we're going to see 3 dice plus broadside's ability. I think they're debating on who should be shooting first here. That would be Rob. So broadside is going to get to shoot first. Okay, wait, you have abilities here. Don't roll your dice. Alright, looks like Rob electing not to use broadside's ability here. Ooh, if Tabson's not careful here, he could end up getting ionized off the board real easily. So we're going to see a range 2 unobstructed shot here. That's going to be 4 dice onto a focused broadside. I definitely would have spent that focus token because you're only rolling 1 green die here. Tafson's going to spend his focus. Well, but then again, that focus just saved you a shield. So 2 shields off broadside here. And Tafson's shield in exchange. All right, looks like we are back to dials. Well, that turn definitely went in Rob's favor for sure there. So I think we're going to see, probably have yellow and red and brown going to be setting up a blockade for... Oh, make sure you hit that move button. Nope, not the undo button. All right, when in doubt, take a breath. And... All right, well, they're going to take a couple minutes to fix this here. All right, or they're just going to do it the easy way and line up the arc indicator. Well, luckily you still have that blue line there. So you'll... Nope, okay. Well, when in doubt, let the players decide wherever they want to put it, right? So I imagine we're going to see John trying to come up into that area next to the rock, opening that arc wide, trying to catch the Y-Wing. That Y-Wing's going to be doing whatever it can to try and make sure he can ionize Tavson and possibly just walk him right off the board. Kylo, being hurt, is going to be slightly less aggressive, but is still going to have to put in some work here if Rob is going, or if John is going to make up that deficit there. All right, here. Getting things back, getting dials set. Looks like John is ready to go. Rob's still debating on one of them. Red, I think, is just about one of your easiest ones. I think you do something like a, maybe a 2 hard. Point yourself towards the area where Kylo's coming from. Let's check out a Jedi dial. They got the 1 hards, the 1 bang. They have pretty much everything but a 1 forward. Okay. So, pretty good dial. You could see a 1 bank here. Maybe even into a force barrel roll to just cast that net. You got to catch quick draw here. So, I mean, you have all the ships in the world to do it. We're probably going to see green doing a sloop. Probably moving brown up. I would even try and hop over quick draw here with something like a 3 bank with brown. Maybe trying to draw that block. All right, looks like green is just going to do a hard turn here and fix that damaged sensor array, which is pretty important. All right, broadside using that rock as cover, grabbing a focus, because why wouldn't you? All right, yellow in great blocking position for Kylo or quick draw here. I don't know if I would even move from that spot. I'd probably just pick up a focus. You want to be careful here not to give quick draw the option to maybe hard turn to the right and get out of something, though. Oh, okay. Yellow is going to go ahead and reposition here. All right. Brown just hopping over quick draw here. Ooh, red with the 1 bank barely fitting in there, but fitting nonetheless. Focused up. All right, well, let's see where Tavson's going to go. Yeah, we're going to either see something like a 1 bank here or a hard 2. Ooh, man, that hard 2. All right, we got biohex or biohexacrypt codes being used there to allow him to coordinate quick draw from that vast distance here. I mean, I would just give him a focus. Or, well, I guess you don't know. We hasn't moved yet, so. Well, if that's what's coming up, I imagine we're going to see a sloop here from... All right, Kylo. Great spot to punish yellow there. And this is how quickly a game can turn around if John is going to be able to knock off a couple of ships here. I think he's wishing he would have target locked somebody else with quick draw, but we'll see. All right, he's going to focus. Now, if quick draw slooped that direction, he's going to need to barrel roll to get out of the way. All right. Oh, quick draw slooped the other direction. Ooh, you're right in both of their bullseyes. You have got to kill yellow. So we're going to see 4 dice going into yellow here from quick draw. Yep. Sure enough, range 1. So he does have a target lock and fanatical. That's a pretty solid set of mods right there. Yellow having 3 health remaining. All right. Oh, I don't want to... I see a couple of focus tokens. All right, he's gonna must be a hit off screen. All right. Okay, it was a crit off screen, so Fanatical is going to change that focus. And looks like yellow just blanked out right there. And that is going to be a dead yellow. All right, and... All right, yellow is a goner. So now Kylo has a couple options here. He can take a shot, a range 2 shot at red to help try and protect quick draw. Or he can take the range 1 at the Jedi who probably doesn't have a shot at him. May have one at Tavson, but go ahead and activate Kylo. So for those of you who don't know, if you right-click on the ship, the very first option in that right-click menu will be to show your arcs, and it will tell you all the ranges to every ship that you have available to shoot. So you can hear the thought process coming out there of, man, if I can maybe deal a crit to red or cause him to spend his token at least, I'll reduce that damage output. At this point, I think you've kind of, okay, he's going to do neither. At this point in my mind, I think Quick Draw is just dead. So I go ahead and shoot at Brown there. The range 1 shot, because why not take the range 1 when you can? Looks like Green is going to be safe there, because once Quick Draw dies, he is still going to get that revenge shot. Oh, I take that back. He's not, because all his shields are gone. My bad. Yep. Then I absolutely would have shot at red. We will see. Quick Draw. All right. There's his adding the focus and spending 1. Quick Draw needing natties to live here. Does not look like that's what's going to be there. He doesn't have a focus. That is a dead Quick Draw. All right. The game could still go either way here, but we got a few more shots before we move on. We're going to see... Brown does have a range 3. Alright, we're going to see 2 dice of Tavs in here. Looks like Broadside's probably not going to have him in arc with that ion cannon. Definitely maybe a saving grace there for Tavson. Looks like 1 evade. Tavson's taking nothing there. Oh, it is going to be an obstructed ion shot at range 2. Oh, terrible. Yep, so he's going to add 1 and spend it using Broadside's ability. Not real likely here, but then again, it worked. He's going to give Tavson an action here. Alright, guys, don't forget, John, you hit roll when you flipped over that shield, so it flipped right back to a shield. Uh-oh. That guy is still alive? Alright, this is what happens when you're not super familiar with Tabletop Simulator. You end up doing things that you probably shouldn't be doing. Alright, they can't actually see my hand now that I remember. Oh, so I better... Hey, John, make sure you flip Tavson's shield there. You rolled it. You didn't flip it. There you go. Alrighty. So now we are back to dials. Man, by the time Tavson, he's going to do another 2 hard here, I would imagine. Probably not going to catch anybody. Then he's going to do probably another 2 hard and maybe get lucky and catch somebody. Broadside is going to be right there behind him, trying to keep him in that side arc as best he can. So it is really up to Kylo here to knock off a couple of these Jedi before he gets too badly hurt. that injured Jedi down at the bottom of the screen, I think, is going to be Kylo's prey. He's going to Kylo's going to do probably a 1 hard here, keeping that arc nice and wide. And then, since he's moving after that Jedi, he's going to target lock and hopefully boost in closer to it or barrel roll for a shot. At least that's definitely the smart play here. We'll see if Rob can kind of predict that and maybe try and set up his other 2 Jedi down there as a blocker, or if he's going to try and take those Jedi up and start punishing into Tavson, who is not going to be shooting for a little while, so those extra actions are not going to be as important. Because keep in mind, even if Tavson reinforces, he still can only reduce it to a minimum of 1. Ooh, love that maneuver by Broadside there, because you're expecting the 2 hard here from Tavson. Alright, looks like he's going to try and go for the block on Kylo here. If Kylo did that 1 hard, I am 99% sure that'll block. Alright, right now, if you don't barrel roll, you're going to be in Kylo's arc when he gets blocked. I think you've got to... You really have to wonder if you're going to be in it anyway. Do you go ahead and just save that force? Alright. Or going on the offense and saying, maybe I'll get that bullseye in there. So he is making a little box for Kylo. We'll see. Depending on how Kylo bumps, he might only be taking the 1 shot there. That is if Kylo did the 1 hard. That is a big if right there. Alright, he's checking for his target lock on Kylo. It's still there. I think it got into the chip stack here. He's going to coordinate using the biohex cryptocodes. So the real question is, if you think you're going to bump, what do you coordinate here? You coordinate a focus, thinking that you'll get the shot at green? Or do you coordinate a boost and then maybe changing who you'd bump, or maybe not even bumping at all? I think the bump is not the worst thing in the world. If you're going to get out of brown's arc, you're going to be bumping into red. Oh, okay. Kylo's just doing a 4K. I think green's barrel roll got him out of arc, and that's going to be pretty big. So we're going to see probably shooting into red here. Red having the stress, so just the force. But either one are just fine. They're both full health, both have a force token. It's actually the kind of time that you'd actually shoot for the one that you have a better chance at a follow-up shot with. So he did have a target lock. Oh, man, I don't think John has successfully rolled the target lock yet. Oh, he just took away the stress on that ship instead of the target lock. John, you just took away the ship's stress instead of the target lock. You took the stress off that ship. Red should be stressed. Alright, there we go. It's always nice to have a third-party observer there to help fix these little mistakes. It does look like red probably spent that force right there and changed one to a evade. I think they might have taken the shield off the wrong ship. Also, Rob, I think you took the shield off the wrong ship. All right. You're just going to have to wonder if these guys ever played X-Wing before? I'm just kidding. It happens all the time. Simple mistakes like that. In the big scheme of things, who knows if it makes a big difference. Woo! All right, fully loaded shot into Tabson here. Tabson is going to be ionized because no matter what he rolls, he is taking a shield and 2 ion tokens at least. So that is going to be a fully ionized ship. He's doing a 1 forward next turn. We will see how that goes. So, broadside was the first one to shoot there. Looks like the only other shot from that. Ooh. Alright, he's got the range 3. On to green here. That's still 4 dice. He's going to take that target lock. Boom. Alright. It's going to be nice, juicy 4 dice. With a target lock. No focus, though. Alright, well, we'll see if this time he can actually use a target lock to his advantage rather than just rolling a couple of blanks. Yeah, that ship should have a focus there. It barrel rolled and focused. Alright, looks like it's going to be hit, hit, crit. That one hit is not a part of that. There you go. Alright, so he's going to be rolling 4 dice with a focus. Oh! Well, that is a dead ship. Alright, that is green. Alrighty here. And the gap is closing. Just over 15 minutes remain. And we are seeing an interesting situation unfold here. So Tavson is going to be doing a 1 forward and a focus next turn. Broadside, I would imagine, is going to be just banking around. Gonna try and stay behind Tavson. Doing everything you can to just play it cool and keep chipping away damage. I do think at one point you're going to want to use your main gun, get that range 1 shot, because you've got to get 3 more shields off Tavson in order to get those points to help stretch out that lead, because there is only about, 19 points between you. If Kylo can take out, half of one of your Jedi Knights, he's going to be catching up. You've got to be thinking about how to get those points off Tavson. I could probably see Red here just doing something, whatever their fastest blue is, straight, and then a barrel roll, and you'll be getting out of Tavson's arc completely. After he does his 1 forward, and then you can help push some damage through there. So we will see here. Brown's not in a great position here because you got to worry about where Tavson's gun's going to be, and also trying not to get caught by Kylo. Kylo is stressed, though. I think Kylo might kind of head back, maybe either try and catch broadside or, start just coming back around that direction. But we will see. Rob's got some things to consider here. Let's see. If Tavson does his 1 forward, that will put him about right here. And if broadside can come back around and can get close enough to get maybe a range 1 shot, I don't know how it would do that, though. But if it can get range 2, get 3 dice and add the focus, there is a possibility that you can ionize him straight away again and have him do another one forward, which will put him just at the board edge. And because of the way I think they replaced him, being at a other than a 45-degree cant, he may be stuck going off the board. That's a long shot, but it could happen. All right, looks like they are ready to move. All right, red, doing a 2 forward. It's a bit slow. I would be pretty sure you're going to be safe there and still catch that bullseye. But boy, is it a big gamble to be wrong in that situation. All right. Looking at it, I'm pretty sure he's going to be safe. But still a kind of risky proposition here. I bet you we're going to see a barrel roll and a focus. If I was him, I'd barrel roll back into the right. Or to the left, I mean. That way you either bump Kylo or... No, you just either bump Kylo is really your option there. All right. We got the 3 bank there. And the focus. Big shock from broadside. Rob playing broadside very effectively here. So broadside hoping that that's in range 2 there. Those ion tokens are always the worst to remove because the writing on them is so large in compared to the token size. So it looks like both of those Jedi are safe, meaning Tavson is just here to get in trouble. Ooh, Kylo. Probably, I would pick up a target lock here on broadside and go ahead and barrel roll to the left. Because I think your win condition here, if you are John, is to get broadside. Because broadside is 44 points. And currently, I think 2 points away from half. That's probably your best chance to pick up some points here. Because you're probably getting half of Tavson for sure. All right. He tried to barrel roll into the gap there. Terribly bad idea. So they're going to need to use the right-click tool in a situation like that is what you'd want to see to tell you if the shot was obstructed. But they're going to go ahead and just call it that. All right, did he take the target lock? I don't think he did. So that is going to be a shield and a crit on broadside. All right, not sure what the crit was on broadside. Ooh, and we're going to see 4 with a focus here. We could see Tavson. If he rolls a blank, he's getting ionized again. Oh, he's not, though. So we got 2 ion tokens coming out. What was the crit on broadside? Oh, gotcha, because of the ability. Right on. All right, yeah, I forgot about those abilities there. With broadside, that is plated hull. While you defend, if you're not critically damaged, change 1 crit result to a hit. So right on for another ability. And we have a range 1 shot from a Jedi here with a focus. So that is going to be 3 dice plus adding a focus. Oh, Goodness gracious. That's going to be 4 into Tavson there. Oh, man. Tavson did pick up a reinforce, so he is going to just take 3 from that. He's going to spend his other charge, I think. Going to try and pick up a target lock. I don't even know. That's not necessarily something I would have done there. I might have just coordinated Kylo a barrel roll the other way, so he's not going to fly through that gas cloud next turn. But to each their own there. So he did take the target lock on Kylo to be able to coordinate him at whatever range. All right, so as time is dwindling down here, they may have 2 turns depending on how quickly they play. More than likely, this will be their last turn coming up. Let's see. Looks like in order for John to win, he is going to need to kill Broadside completely. Let me see. If he kills Broadside, nope. Killing Broadside will not be enough. He will have to kill Broadside and half a Jedi Knight, or kill a Jedi Knight and half Broadside. Looks like Red has 1 damage. Probably not getting killed. Kylo not getting an action this turn, except for maybe the coordinated action by Tavson. Oh. So if you are Rob, you know that you're ahead on these points here. You want to play very safely. You may not know exactly how much you're up, but you know that you can't afford to lose a ship here. All right, looks like they are ready to start. Let's see where we go from here. All right, Broadside saying, I'm staying in this fight. I'm getting up there. We're going to take Tavson out of this fight. I really do like the ion cannon Broadside there. Just with the ability of, pumping out those 3 and 4 dice shots. All right, so we see a 1 bank here. Probably going for the block on Kylo. You have to wonder here. I think if I'm John, I'm going to probably 2 hard Tavson and coordinate Kylo into either a target lock or a focus, and then we're going to see Kylo doing a 3 Talon here, looking that Jedi in the face. And if John can do that, if he can get that done and knock that Jedi out of the fight there with only 3 health remaining, then we are going to see a very close game. But I really think that Tavson's going to be blocked right here. Yep. If that's where he stays, he's getting blocked. So he'll have to... yeah. That's one of those thoughts that if that was John's plan, I don't know if he thought that through all the way. Yep, I could hear him in his chat right now going, oh, did not think about that. Oh, actually, that's not the worst thing in the world there. So no strain there onto Kylo. No strain. All right, here. So with that, he can still pop Broadside here. Broadside's got 5 hull. You can get your half points here, and if you guys shoot quickly, you still have time. Ooh, spend that force, 100%. That's going to be hit, crit. Going into Broadside. Broadside's going to change it, so it's just going to be 3 hits. Broadside with 2 hull remaining. Tavson still with no shot, though. Now, in this situation, if you're broadside, I absolutely think that you shoot at Kylo here. You've already gotten your half points on Tavson. You have this nice shot right out of the way here at Kylo. You take that shot. Does look like he has both of them in his side arc. Tavson's not going to be able to come around here in the next turn. You shoot at Kylo. Because worst case, you get a single ion through on Kylo. And, he's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. If you ionize Kylo here, you have won the game 100% hands down. If you don't, you still win the game. But that's where it comes to really knowing your points, knowing how much your lead is, knowing how much your ships and your opponent's ships are worth within about a handful of points there. Oh, there it is. That is Kylo ionized, and that is going to be game 100%. There's nothing that Kylo can... Oh, wait, I take that back. Nope, Kylo's going to take a force and just take 1 health. I forgot the actual hit goes through right before the ion. So that's a 2 health Kylo. Either way here, the game is still going to be over. Unless somehow one of Rob's ships jumps in front of Tavson. We got about a minute left on the timer, so they'll get this last round. But boy, did that come out to be a close game. We saw Broadside's ability there for sure, putting in a lot of work, helping out with reducing the damage incoming, saved him from 2 crits. And let's see, we have Tavson's ability helping out quite a bit, but not 100% I like the way it was used. There were some play mistakes made early on, costing him big points on, Kylo. And then a couple of things like this maneuver right here, when he didn't think about the potential for a block. I think if you were going for something as important as that, you would want to just do something that you guaranteed that you wouldn't be, that you couldn't be blocked on. So we're going to see, if I'm red here, I'm going to go ahead and either Sloop or K. Brown, why not just join the party, Sloop and K, and just try and set yourself up for some shots here and try and maybe snag a few more points to put you a little bit higher on your seed. But overall, I think both players played well. Rob, you just kind of played a little bit better that game. And both of these lists are new to these players. So, missing some triggers, missing some opportunities. The first game of their pod. It's definitely acceptable. It's definitely something that you watch this footage, you go back, you learn from it, and you say, all right, well, how do I not let this happen again? I want to do better next round. All right, we're just waiting on the final dials to be set here, and the players will perform their last maneuvers of the game. All right, looks like we're ready for these last maneuvers. What are we going to see? What are we going to see? All right, red, 1 hard. All right, playing the pretty passive route right here. Just going to go for some blocks rather than something aggressive. All right, broadside, setting himself up to maybe close in on the gap with Kylo, or who knows here. Tavson really not wanting to get blocked here. With the target lock that he has on Kylo, though, he's going to have a lot of ability here to kind of figure something out. It's a shame that we don't have kind of one more round after this where, time management wise, if John was able to, have that one more round, he could pull this out. For those of us watching this, we know that it is game over. I guess, well, theoretically, he could just pop. If he's able to pop red here, which I don't think he'll be able to do now, he would have an option of doing that. We will see here. So he did make a slight play mistake there. He was meaning to target lock first, I think, and then use his ability into that. So, again, not knowing the points left on the board there, and I didn't realize it either, but had he killed red or brown there, he could have actually won this game. It'd still be pretty hard to do, but it would be doable. Let's see if he can kill broadside here. Looks like he does. He's going to go ahead and pick up another set of points here, and we're seeing an 8-point game here. Sadly, not enough. Ooh, if he had cleared that maneuver, or if he had just done the one hard, he could have taken out red there. And as long as Kylo doesn't die right here, that could have won him the game. But in the moment, it's so hard to realize these things. But that's what you got to do. Kylo's safe there. And that will be the game. So, I'm going to hop over there and talk to these guys. All right, guys. So we are, that is the game. The total came out to Rob with 130 and John with 122.
Keenan, you completely cut out.
All right, so Rob, you won that game with 130 points. John, you got 122.
All we heard was one.
You won, Rob. That's what he said.
Yeah, but the points are important.
130
Yeah.
to 122.
130 to 122. Okay, you didn't break up
8 points. Damn.
Yeah, it was super close there. John, if you had done a 1 hard there instead of that 2, you could have popped red and won the game. I mean, theoretically. But, guys, it was a good game. There was a few spots in there where there were some trigger questions. There's some maybe a little bit of misplays. But we're going to start off here with John. Kind of tell us a little bit about... Let's start off with your list choice about why you picked this list to fly against. And then kind of what your strategy was following that and kind of how it played out for you.
I heard choice, so I'm assuming that that's like with Rob's list. This is actually the matchup that I was counting on and that I wanted, much to my folly, apparently. I thought that, just with Victoron, Kylo, and Tavson, each with the ability to have double-modded huge attacks that I could overcome these dodgy little, 3 agility Jedi. But Rob did an excellent job of going around me. I think Tavson did like 2 damage all game, and that's when you bring Tavson, he needs to just not.
Yeah, you need to use him as your fly swatter.
He didn't do that. He got a really nice kill box around Quick Draw, who only got 2 extra shots instead of 3. So yeah, as far as approach goes, or like choosing the list, that's what I got.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you had a couple big play mistakes here that really cost you. One was that first round where you barrel rolled and boosted Kylo, rather than doing something like a target lock and a boost, because you ended up at range 1 in bullseye of that, and it ended up costing you 3 shields right from the start with your blank out there, which is just horrible to see. Kylo taking that much damage, getting halved in 1 shot, is definitely not what you'd like to see. And then the other one, was with that Upsilon planning to do the 2 turn and coordinate Kylo, which we all saw coming and was just, oh no, we're gonna see Brown here come in and block it. Which definitely, it was one of the things we mentioned was if you're gonna try and do something that involves 2 ships, make sure that maneuver that you pick is unblockable, if you will, because it ended up causing you to bump there. Luckily, you didn't take a strain, but it could have been much more devastating. And then this last turn here, it was if you had known the points, exactly what you needed to get there, it could have affected your decision tree for sure, and could have actually won you the game in that shot. But overall, you played very well. First time with this list in this tournament, first match of the pod. So we'll look forward to seeing you advance in your play styles and learning your tricks, or you may end up playing your other list more. Who knows?
I'll break it up so bad. Are you on push to talk or are you auto detect?
No, and my microphone's working perfectly, so it's I can see my audio levels not cutting out at all.
Like you're talking and then just the green cuts off on Discord.
Yeah, that's weird. All right, well, just Rob, tell us about your strategy, why you picked John's list.
Well, I'd never flown Jedis before, so I didn't really know how to start off with them. So I mean, they're so reactional, like they can reposition and they can go fast. So I wasn't really too worried about, after the way it was set up, it's like, okay, well, he's definitely going on the right hand side. And really, I was worried about Tabson, worried about his big hits, but fortunately he got one, like a couple of shots off. One shot was that, oh god, I blanked out so many times. It was so frustrating watching those green dice blank out. Was it like 4 blank outs?
Oh, it was a lot,
then,
especially on your nice 3 green dice ships there. Having them fail like that and popping a ship is almost it's rough.
It was, but Broadside didn't miss a damn thing. He was like 4 dice.
Yeah, Broadside was kind of the MVP.
But he always is, right? Yeah. I actually thought I'd lost the game on points when I lost Broadside. I wasn't sure what I could do about it.
Yeah, we were definitely thinking, and for a while it took me a little while to even realize that John could win, because I can see the points here, and I was like, oh no, there's nothing John can do because Tavson's not going to get a shot. Until it dawned on me that, oh my god, if Kylo can pop one of these Aether Sprites here, he can win. But it was, talk 8 points, talk about a close game here, getting that last shot there.
And with John, like, I have a hard time predicting what he's going to do. So I have a hard time playing John because I never really know what he's going to do.
Mm-hmm.
So it was fun. And I picked his list. I don't know, just because I guess it didn't really matter. I didn't really want to go against like the super action efficient Lando, even though he did just do a video on it.
Mm-hmm.
If I was a nice person, I would pick that so he could demonstrate all the things he talked about in his video, which is excellent. You should go check it out. I'm sure Keenan will post a link for it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Hopefully his next opponent will pick that list so that we can make that comment more in the commentary. But you flew excellently. You were able to get those blocks by predicting, like you did this last one here where you blocked Tavson. You called exactly what he was going to do when he took that target lock on Kylo. You said, all right, he's going to try and turn here to get away from that board edge, and I'm going to get right there, stop him from coordinating Kylo. And you had a couple others where you just kind of swarmed every ship in there and said, I'm going to block you. I don't know who's going to block you, but you're going to get blocked, and I have a lot of guns.
It hurts not taking shots on Tavson. There was like 2 or 3 shots where I'm like, I want to shoot him, but I can't because he's range 1 of something else. He's going to double mod. Yeah. So it's like, nope, I'm just going to skip that ship.
Yeah, but he managed, because he turned, he was so aggressive in his turn in there with Tavson initially. You were able to kind of get him out of the fight for so long, and especially when you got him ionized. And I honestly thought you were going to get him ionized again, but he rolled that evade.
I know, dude. Oh,
I mean, talk about Broadside. Broadside's ability saved him 2 damage, 2 crits going through, and also his eyeball. He added, let's see, 1, 2, like 4 times, and 2 of those were 4 turned into 4 hits.
it's
So
nice.
it's very nice. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you both for playing. Good luck to you in the rest of your games. Reach out to your pod and figure out when you're going to do it, and we'll try and stream some more of these. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go and do a little shout out here to the rest of the people listening, and go ahead and send us off into the evening.
All right,
Gracias.
All
Great
right.
game, Rob.
You too. Good luck.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for being a part. Thank you guys in the PTL for putting this on, giving us something exciting to do here. And I'm going to let you go here and get ready for your week. Please check out our summer league that's coming up. It's going to start here on the end of the month. You can check us out on Idea Squad on Facebook. We're also on YouTube and obviously on Twitch because that's where we are right now. But we look forward to seeing you all again next time. Oh, wrong button.